Davontae doesn't want to place blame, but others are pointing fingers for the system's failure, and those fingers are pointing at a former Detroit deputy police chief and former defense attorney. 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner in our newsroom now with that part of the story. Jim.
Yeah, Michigan State Police did a new investigation into this case that started last year. They also interviewed James Tolbert, former deputy chief, who investigated these 4 murders back in 2007. Prosecutor says Tolbert changed a key part of his testimony, and he could be now charged with perjury.
The tipping point was getting the investigation from Michigan State Police and finding out that he was now saying things that were completely different from what he said under oath.
Specifically, the sketch of the crime scene on Runyon back in 2007 when 4 people were killed inside a drug house. Then 14-year-old Davontae Sanford supposedly drew it on a blank piece of paper. Or did he know all of those details? That was investigator James Tolbert's testimony under oath in court. But then just last September, Tolbert changed his story to state police that he drew the house and Sanford filled in the rest. The prosecutor played that new recorded interview with Tolbert today at her news conference.
Who drew the house here?
I think I drew the house.
Okay, you drew the house.
This is the house where we're lying.
Okay, so you drew the house and you said, hey, show me where the bodies
You
were.
were in there. This was the house where the bodies.
Okay, and so then he just draws the bodies there. Okay.
Davontae Sanford was released from prison yesterday, serving almost 9 years of a 37 to 90-year sentence to second-degree murder. Sanford also confessed to the 2007 crime, but one of his new expert attorneys says that too was flawed. He says Sanford was fed the details for his confession by police.
And so you have a 14-year-old boy taken by himself without a parent or guardian present to Detroit Police Headquarters in the middle of the night. He's especially likely to make a false confession.
Sanford today would not blame anyone for losing almost 9 years of his life. He's moving forward, a free man, now at age 23. A lot of things failed him 9 years ago, his new attorney says, including the very people who were supposed to help and protect him.
What happened was he had a terrible lawyer who told him that the case was hopeless when that lawyer never even tried to suppress the confession.
Now, former Detroit Deputy Chief James Tolbert moved up to Flint and became police chief up there until he was fired earlier this year. We contacted him today and he declined comment. We were told a decision on possible perjury charges against him under review in the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, but a decision will not be made this week. Live in the newsroom, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Wow.